And it was like, yo, you should come to this club. Like me and like these people are going. So Austin's like, oh, these people are chill. Like we should go. I'm like, all right, we'll go. So we go there. It's like 40 minutes away. We get on the like a faster train than the U-Bahn. It's like the I think we were on. I don't know what we were on, but took a couple stops to get there. After a few stops on the U-Bahn, and we got there. Went up to the door. This lady's like, "Is your first time here?" We're like, "Yeah, it's our first time here." We get to the door. Or she's like, "Yeah, okay. Here's like this. Cover fee is eight euros. You go on in, like no pictures, all this crap." And we're like, "All right, cool." And then we get in, and it says 18 euros. So we're like, "Shit, we don't like fuck. We don't even have this much money, even if we wanted to do this." So they're like, "Oh, there's an ATM like that way, like just a little bit." So we're like, "Okay." And we go to the ATM just to see like how much we're dropping here. It was 55 US dollars to take out 40 euros in order to cover both of us, and that's not including if we were going to have like anything to drink while we were there. And it was totally not worth it. It was just awful. So we're like, all right, we're leaving. So we check how to get back, and it's a nightmare. So we see that there's a bus coming, so we get to the bus stop, and the bus drives right past us. And we're like, that was our bus. And then Austin goes, okay, it's going to turn around, it's going to turn around. It turns around, and then drives right past us again. And then we just sprint after it and get it at the next stop, which was like not very far away. It was like maybe like 20 seconds sprinting. So we finally get on the bus. We ride like 9 stops, 8 stops, something like that, to the next spot where we have to get on another bus because that bus terminates at that point. But there are more buses on that line that can continue to take it. So we get off the bus and we're about to get on the other bus and it pulls away. So we're in the middle of nowhere. It's like 3 in the morning and we're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? So we walk to an U-Bahn station, take it, I don't even know how many stops, and somehow end up at the Brandenburg Gate. And then we're like, okay, we need to go to the U6, which is a few minutes that way. So we walk a few minutes to the U6, and we get there and we're waiting, and then we see the train pull up, and we're like, yo, we are on the wrong side of the tracks right now. So Austin is like, yo, we can totally run across the tracks. And I'm like, no, it's not happening. So we go all the way down underneath where the train is, this is the track. We're on this side. We have to go all the way down the escalator and up the escalator and then back around to where the train is. Finally get on the train, and then we take it back to Maringdam, which is 1 stop away from CIEE. And we get off the train, and right as we get off that train, the train that we needed to be on pulls away. And the next one was not for like 11 minutes, so we're like, all right, screw it, we're walking. So we walked, got there, and then I had to go all the way back to Mariendorf, which is where I live, right here. I finally got back, got ready for bed. It was like 5:15 in the morning, and now it's today. So today, the 14th, woke up at like, I think like 12:30. It was bad. I was really tired, but I got the sleep that I needed, which was what matters. And then I went to CIEE and met Austin, so we went to go get Dooners at the place at a place that had been recommended by us by 2 of the people that we met at the bar the previous evening. So we go there. They were all right, not as good as our guys, but they were pretty solid. And then from there we went to go to a World War II kind of aviation museum. It's very cool. So we get on the U-Bahn, take it to another high-speed train, takes us another stop over, and then we have to take the bus 13 stops south. We go and we walk like 20 minutes to the airfield where this museum is. We go inside, check it out. It's really cool. All the planes are awesome. It was like really interesting and just like, it was pretty sweet to see all this stuff. And then I check my phone. I'm like, yo, if we want to get back like in any like soon at all, we gotta go. So the bus is 21 minutes away and we are 20 minutes walking. So we go get our clip on, walk, Finally make it there. We got like a minute to spare. Bus pulls up, takes us 13 stops back to the train station. Oh, and I forgot to say that when our bus to the airfield initially, when we initially had to get on it, the guy was pulling away as we were like coming in from the train. So we're like waving our hands, going, "Yo, stop, stop!" And he shakes his head at us, and then 50 feet forwards, at the same intersection, right next to us, stops his bus at a red light. And we're like knocking on the window going like, "Hey, like let us in, like you are at a red light." And he's like, "Nope." And then the people in the bus are like laughing because they think it's funny. That happened. Anyways, so we're on the way back from the airfield, 13 bus stops, back to the train station. But the high-speed train is not running at this point anymore. So we have to take the U7 25 stops, which is like 40 minutes in the subway. So we go down, and we're trying to figure out which train it is, but we see a train who's like, appears to be getting ready to leave. And I don't know why I didn't like stop when I saw this, but it says like, "Do not enter" on one of the signs that's by it, and we get on the train. And then the doors close and the lights turn off. And then it goes into where like the trains kind of stay for the evening. And there's a video of us in there.
Put it away, bro. Put it away. This is... She won't even let us leave. I mean, she should be helping us.
Yeah.
She's gone, and she won't let us pull the emergency lever.
Dude, you could pull the emergency lever on camera.
Did she not knock and say don't? That's the only thing where I'm like, do I?
Yeah, we are in the middle of the subway.
It's some wild shit, bro.
Dude, like, I
Well, I guess this is it.
And then we're like going like, all right, we might have to just hit the emergency latch and then walk back. And then right as we're about to pull it, this woman knocks on the window and like starts screaming at us in German. We don't understand it at all. So then we're like, all right, we're going to give this woman 5 minutes to get us out of here. Other than that, like we're pulling this latch and we're leaving. And then the train just lights turn back on and it starts moving in the direction that we need to go. 25 stops later, we're back at CIEE. And then I grabbed my stuff and came back to where I am now. Just ate dinner, watched a little bit of Star Wars, and yeah, so now I gotta do some German homework, and then I'm showering and going to bed because I need to catch up on some sleep. But, let's see, what did I miss? There's so many things that happen that, like, it's just like, on the initial way back from the club, which we decided not to go to, we were walking back and we saw somebody getting like forcibly removed from a Burgermeister right next to the train station that we got out at to walk back to CIEE. So that was something that we watched. Yeah, and I think that's about it. But it was a pretty eventful few days, and I really hope that never happens again. Anyways, I am gonna go and get this stuff done so I can go to bed. Osking, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.